Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as a recording of this Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. Truck driving by, the sun is permeating right now. It's a warm day. If I had to guess, probably going to be mid 90s as it peaks in the sky. Heading to Canyonlands with my mom and dad. We have checked out of our hotel here in Moab, and we will be going into another national park, possibly two, and just no real rhyme or reason what we're doing. However, do have to be back in Salt Lake City by this evening, so it will be a commuting travel day as well as seeing some sights I and them have never seen. I'm inviting you, that's right, to join me. Look, they say don't stare into the sun, but if it's on camera, it's usually okay. I'm no scientist. Join me, shall you? And pulling out of town, noticing this car wash has a very unique piece of artwork. It is a mountain lion of some sort, or a cougar, but inside its legs and on its back are animals and cactuses. The tail is a cactus, and there is a hawk of some sort out of its shoulder. And the artist Skywalker. Not Luke. And yesterday we went to Arches National Park. We thought, it'd be kind of neat to rent one of these type of like dune buggy items, except they do not allow these in. Only cars and RVs and trucks and vans. But you see a lot of these around Moab. People rent a lot of these. This is just one of the 100 different companies that rent them. And from this point, got to head down this road to both the state park and national park, 21 miles and 22 miles. Try to kind of hit both of these today. Stopped at this overlook where you get a pretty good view of the Monitor and Merrimack Buttes, which are right over there, by the way. No fireworks allowed up here, but those are the two buttes over there. See a few Jeeps down there. That's the road I just drove up on. Winding around, a truck going by. They don't call this, well, this is the road to Canyonland, but they don't call this Canyonlands for nothing. This is a big canyon. There's those two rock structures I was describing that was on that little information area back there. So beautiful out here. It's very quiet out here also. With the exception of the traffic, you really don't hear too much. Well, besides footsteps. That car just went over a cattle guard. Which I'm about to go over into Dead Horse Point State Park. One thing I find interesting though, is there's a sign here that says 10-minute parking.
We got 9 more minutes left.
We've got 9 more minutes. So if anyone wants to take a photo here, they have 10 minutes to make sure they get the perfect photo. So we just sit here 9 more minutes? No? And this is an open range, which means that RV goes by. There are live cows out here, the opposite of the name of this state park. Got this little station here you have to go in. Looks like a private vehicle is $20, a motorcycle's $10. We're in a private vehicle, so $20. Day use area open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
This national park passes are not accepted.
This isn't a national park, so the national park, state park. So if we had a national park pass, which we don't have one, it would not be active here. This is a state park, so $20. Found a little parking area you're going to stop off at. Also, no bikes in this area. A lot of people do ride their bikes up here. In fact, there's bike racks way out here. You always see a lot of people riding their bikes. But visitor center, and there's an overlook here too. Gonna walk up to this ledge here. I don't want to get too close to the ledge, but they do have, wow. Look
oh my goodness, how gorgeous. Oh.
Worth the walk out here, huh?
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
Ready for the grand reveal, Dad?
Yeah. Tuesday morning, June the 7th, 2022.
Now off in the distance are solar evaporation ponds getting the potash. That is what is down there at the bottom of that basin. Well, at the bottom of the canyon. You know what this reminds me of, right?
What?
Remember in 2015 you came out to California and we drove from Los Angeles or Anaheim to the Grand Canyon?
Yes.
So that has been 7 years ago since we were at a canyon together.
Yeah.
This isn't quite as massive as the Grand Canyon, but it definitely has the Grand Canyon vibes.
But we haven't finished today either. We might see something even bigger than this.
That's true, we haven't finished today. But seeing you walk up to the edge of this reminded me of when you were walking up to the Grand Canyon in 2015. It kind of took me back to that time, seeing you walk up and seeing the Grand Canyon for the first time.
Yeah. It's breathtaking.
It's almost like I'm walking the plank. I think this might be put here for photo ops so people could do this.
Yeah, it could be.
See
Oh,
the canyon
yeah.
behind me?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Walking the plank. Are those chipmunks?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gone. Inside the gift shop now. Not going to exit through the gift shop, but enter through the gift shop. I like this one. We're in the sweet shades. And down on the lower floor of the visitor center gift shop is a desert bighorn sheep display. Yeah, it reminds me of Big Thunder Mountain. You best remove them. Can you see the dinosaur track? Somewhere on this rock, according to this, is a dinosaur track. I'm gonna guess it's probably right there.
Yes, I think that's 2 toes of
Okay.
the 3-toed dinosaur.
Oh, here, you know what? Here's maybe the partial third toe over here. Maybe, possibly. 2 prominent toes. Oh yeah. This is the Dilophosaurus model. Maybe that's possibly, according to this.
According to that. And if that is on the internet, you know it's true.
Gotta be. Drove a little bit of a ways up, getting out of the car now at another pull-off parking spot area. Don't want to get too close to the edge though. No guardrails, no nothing. Just want to take in this majestic view. Interesting thing I read once, well, articles I've seen. A common mistake a lot of people make is when they're taking photographs, they don't notice how close they are to the edge. You know, so someone will be taking pictures and they take a step forward and it is a real problem. So definitely if you're taking a photo, stand in one spot.
Notice how far I am from the edge.
You're treading wisely. Over to another parking area. I think this is the main point. There's a camper van right there, rentals. And this vehicle has dinosaurs on it. Also a spot where you can put fresh water in there. This is the dinosaur van, dinosaur mobile. Pterodactyl. Now we're getting down to the good stuff from this angle. Colorado River down there. Colorado River winding around to there. as well. Really getting a good view of this canyon through here. Yeah, this is the point. Dead Horse Point. The overlook.
At least they have these things around, because at Grand Canyon they don't have very much of these things like this.
That's true. Some parts of the Grand Canyon they do have stuff like this, but there are some areas where you can just walk right out to the edge.
Okay, there you are.
Now this is technically not Canyonland National Park. Canyonland would be on the other side of these canyons, so I'm kind of curious to see what it'll be like over there. And also somewhere around here was the climactic scene where they drove off the ledge. I'm stalling for time because I forgot the name of the movie.
Louise?
Thelma?
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise.
There we go. We'd get it eventually.
Definitely need the sunglasses out here. It's bright. And there are lots of paved trails from the parking areas to get up to. There's some of those gnats. Not as many gnats as the other day when we were out at the other park.
These are little tiny gnats. Little tiny ones. Those were kind of big.
Yeah, these are different breed of gnats. And on the way out, went back inside the visitor information area and gift shop and asked about where the Thelma and Louise spot is. And they said, you probably can't get there unless you have a four-wheel drive. And since I'm not driving a four-wheel drive, I don't have a four-wheeler, I'm just going to go off this guide map. Where I was at the point overlook, I was kind of in the right area. Here's the arrow showing where it was. Pretty neat, a little movie history out here. All right, on this road, the sign that's blinking says, watch for cows on the roadway. All right, Bigfoot, we gotta watch for cows. Now approaching the Canyonlands sign. Clearly I was not the only one that had the same idea to walk up here and document this for posterity. United States Department of the Interior, National Park Service. Camera post for when you need a helping hand. Someone has placed a rock on the camera post. And another entrance station here. The price is same as it was to go in Arches yesterday, because this is a national park, private vehicle, $30. Canyonland. This just shows the distance of some of the landmark, or overlooks I should say. Definitely want to go over to Grand Viewpoint. That sounds like it'll be pretty amazing. 12 miles. Upheaval Dome is 11.3 miles. It's also a campground and Green River overlook. All right, this is as close as I'm going to get to the edge. There's basically like a bush right here, another bush right here. But this is about as close as I'm going to get there. There are no, what'd you say, Mom?
There's a road going down in there.
What did you say before that?
Please don't go no closer.
Oh no, I'm not going any further than this. This is as close as I'm going. Even this is a little kind of uneasy feeling. But this definitely, the other spot was pretty spectacular. This is like a little more spectacular simply because of the layers you see of the canyon from this angle. Now where we were before was over that way, over there. That was the state park. This is the national park side. Yeah, there's a road down there. Wow. I just felt a bug in my ear. It was like a bug was like...
Yep, the 75-year-old woman made it.
I got to show where I perch my camera. Right here in this tree. I like the challenge of finding a place to put a little mini tripod. All right, there's some motorcycles down there on that dirt road. I'm not sure why those motorcycles are making that noise though.
There's the type of motorcycle it is.
Boy, there's a lot of gnats around me right now. Now there are a bunch of different areas to Canyonland. The one we're going to be traversing around is called Island in the Sky. But it's a massive area, but the one we're going to be going around is Island in the Sky. There's a flower blooming out of cactus. That's neat. And this is a very popular trail to get to this arch. It's about 1/3 of a mile, they said, about 3/10 of a mile. A lot of people on this trail. Go in this direction. There's even a park ranger up here that said those desert flowers are called prickly pears. Prickly pears? Is that what you call them?
I think that's what she said.
Prickly pears. Okay, the path is continuing and I'm starting to see the arch from here. I think it's called Mesa Arch. Off in the distance. This is a little bit of a hike. Let's see what it looks like up here a little closer down through the window, as it is referred to. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Now from a distance, I thought that this, you could stand underneath it, but do not stand underneath the arch because that last step, the first step's a doozy. Oh my gosh. And there's also signs walking in saying, stay off this arch. Do not climb up on this archway. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Yeah, look at this. Whatever you do, don't look. Oh my gosh. There's like, I can't believe there's not like a railing here saying don't go any closer than this, because yeah, if you were in a hurry and you're like, I'm gonna go get underneath the arch, that would be bad. That would be real bad. All over there. It's just steep drop off. Oh wow. I am glad we hiked down here, because wow. Wow. There's so many different layers to this. This is so dang cool. Look at that view. Impressive. Kind of resting on the hike back over here in the shade of this tree. You said these are little pine cones?
I would think so, because that's where all the seeds are. See, you can look at them real close. Those fall off. See?
Oh yeah.
And that's the seed to make more pine trees. That's the way
Pine trees are.
how you make more pine trees.
And drove up the ways a little bit more. Went back to the car. Arrived now at the overlook of the Orange Cliffs. It's a long way down. Again, I know I'm reiterating what I said, but all the...
Green in that one.
Some what?
Green.
Oh, the green
tint to it because of the grass, I guess.
The greenish tint. Oh, so down here?
Yeah.
The different layers I was saying about different, you know, all the different layers all the way down the canyon. And the different colors too. You got the brown, beige, green. And I've now made it to the pinnacle, the farthest point, to this parking area at the Grand View Lookout area. Here's a big tour bus rolling through here. They're gonna have trouble finding a parking spot. I'm gonna say that they're gonna have trouble finding a parking spot.
I agree.
We drove around for a bit to find one up here.
I think he missed. I think everybody else parked in this bus parking over here.
That's a possibility.
Campers over there.
All those campers are in the bus parking.
Yeah.
And Grand View Point is just down here at the end of this walkway, 300 feet from where I am. Gonna be quite the overlook. A grand overlook, as they call it. Now there is no railing there. However, here, got a little bit of this wooden fence. You don't go over the side. Oh my gosh. Now this is an elevation of 6,000 feet, so a little over 1 mile up from this point. And because it is the far end where the road just kind of stops in that parking area, you really get a more expansive look than some of the other viewpoints. This is as far as we can go. They placed this fence here just so we know that this is the stopping point.
The end of the trail.
The end of the dusty trail.
Do not drop your phone.
Don't, if you drop your phone. Well, I guess, you know, this isn't quite there. So you got a little dramatic drop here.
I am
and
not a
then
rock climber.
a much more dramatic drop
Off
there.
the other edge.
Lots of different layers.
Here we go.
In fact, speaking of layers, look down there. So even that down there would be a spectacular canyon on its own.
This is the brand new point Overlook. Canyonlands National Park.
Trust God that you guys can interact with. Like, 3/4 of them are awesome.
And it's hard to tell because I'm zoomed way in, but even those little spires down there are probably hundreds of feet tall. All scattered through that bottom canyon. We zoom out just to show how far down that is. Or even out there, even more.
Is there some kind of a building down there? That white building?
A building?
Right in the curve. See the path when you come near the...
Oh, yeah. Is that a... It might be. Let me zoom in. I'm trying to figure out what that is. It is a building? If that's a building, then the perspective of just how far up we are in comparison to that ant-like looking building or a vehicle. I didn't notice that. That's way down there.
There's a little ledge there.
You soaking it all in?
I am.
Jason, you can come. There's an
I'm getting a National Lampoon's Vacation moment where Chevy Chase, he's in a little bit of a... That's the scene. Okay, I saw it. Let's go.
The thought that's in my mind right now is, of course, believing in God and believing what the Bible says about the flood of Noah's day. How many tons of water did this when it receded from millions of gallons of water cover the whole earth and then do that. And then the upheaval of the earth and all of the tectonic plates shifting and the volcanic eruptions and all the things that went on during the flood.
Now this is showing some of the landmarks that are way down there and the height of them. So the totem pole is 305 feet tall. It's the tallest feature in the basin, and that's right there in the center of the screen, way down there. So it looks like miniature from up here, but it's actually 300 feet tall, which is, 100 yards, a football field height.
This is like where I grew up in New York. There'd be nothing like this without guardrails.
Yeah.
So people come out here and they don't realize that it's there on their own.
Go dogs. Go dogs. Yes, sir. We're from Atlanta. Nice. We're from Athens. Athens, great. Love Athens.
There's a crow. There goes a crow. Another rock up there, teetering on top of a piece of stone. And from the past, it looks like there's some dinosaurs out here roaming around, connecting with this road to head back up to Salt Lake City. Here at the connecting road, little prehistoric creatures tell me which way to go. Well, that's, I don't know if they really tell me or not, but that's my interpretation. They're saying go that way. Go that way. And in order to get back to Salt Lake, need to fuel up. $4.90 a gallon. Self-pumping gas nozzle. Gotta get back on the open road, back to Salt Lake. It's been a fun couple days here in the Moab area. I'm being watched by surveillance camera right now. And this is kind of an appropriate spot to do the outro. Here at this sign with some of the names here. You got Moab, 9 miles the other direction. And Moose Jaw, Bluff, Zion, and this old church that I showed on the way in a couple days ago. It's been a fun couple days down here. And that's gonna do it for today from the Moab area. Still gonna be in Salt Lake City for a little bit longer. Heading back up there for a series of days. Do some things around Salt Lake, you know, Ogden, some of the other areas. Provo, Utah, those sections. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. It is bright and sunny out here and not a cloud in the sky. Gonna get some road trip snacks. I fueled up. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog, that's bright, is over.